start with one from Mariah because we always seem to forget the one sent across from Le Chat.
Shout out Mariah.
All right, shout out the chief at the top, the podfather.
You've been ducking the pod though.
Yeah, man, we'll get him. Listen to the question. Low hanging fruit, but we'll give you this one, Uncle. Where does Steph rank all time? Have any of you man watched the Steph documentary?
No.
Crazy.
What's it on?
I'm not saying what platform I watched it on, but it's on Apple TV.
B-Flix.
Apple TV.
I watched it on Apple TV. Wink, wink. Yeah, crazy. I knew his story already.
I've not seen it yet.
We knew his story already. If you obviously followed the NBA from the past like we are,
I seen like
you know his story.
I seen like a highlight where he's like, "Oh, I grew up in luxury, but my story was like."
Yeah, that was weak. However, the thing is actually a lot better than that because again, he wasn't highly regarded out of high school. Via Davidson, and it goes into depth about his struggles there and then his struggles in the league. So it was a story I knew, but it was good to watch. And it was obviously the year they won the championship as well. And yeah, he's a good guy.
I wish Monte had stayed, man.
I do know one thing though. What that documentary did show me, before we get into Mariah's question, is that all children are crackheads, no matter who they are. If they're rich, famous. I just saw his son I think he's trying to write his dissertation for his thesis, and this kid is just jumping up and down on bubble wrap, just exploding, and his sisters all doing their homework, looking at him like, who's gonna get him? Because I'm not.
Child.
And he just sighed.
Child don't know what money is.
They're all crazy. They're all crazy regardless.
Where does he rank all time? What, in all players? I'll be
point guard.
It's top 10. For point guards for me, it's top 2.
Yeah.
I find it hard not to put him in one, but
At best, he's top 10. At worst, he's top 15.
Yeah, at worst, he's top 15.
At worst, I think he's top 10.
No. I've stopped being a hater. I actually really like watching Steph play basketball.
I think he's just an incredible player.
He's just
Do you
incredible.
rank him above KD all time?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm a KD's, not a stan, I'm not a stan, but at the same
KD
time.
for me is at worst top 15.
But it's one of those things is that who is better, who's greater. Obviously, I think KD is better at basketball, but the legacy that's attached to Steph and obviously what he's done for his size is unmatched.
I think if it's a machine for machine thing,
What, gunshot for gunshot?
if it's a gunshot for gunshot thing, then KD, on paper, his skill set seems faker, but
It's faker, but
Steph is the best shooter ever. Like, let's just think about it.
yeah.
Let's just,
Yeah.
But
like, think about if there was a player in football, that could like bang a 25-yarder every single game.
Bro.
Like,
that's just so nasty.
imagine being capable of doing something like
with
that.
Steph, it's not even
Kevin De
25
Bruyne.
yards. It's a 35-yarder, fam. It's
Like Kevin De Bruyne is probably as close.
1 in 4.
Yeah, like bro, like he
It's actually like 1 in 4.
could crash it from anywhere off either foot. Like that's a fake skill set.
It's true.
like Steph.
Like Steph being able to get you 3 points in any kind of scenario is nuts.
In his workout, he was throwing up left-hand floaters and free throws, and they were all net. I was thinking, brother,
I'll put it this year. I think there'll be a conversation one day where you sit down
He's
and you
better
have
than
to go like for real. Like,
He's probably better than
there's
Magic.
barely any players
What's he?
you've seen with the skill set of Steph Curry.
I didn't say that.
He's probably
just
better
now.
than Magic. He's probably better.
I didn't say that, innit? I'm not mad at you, big bro.
He's probably better than Magic.
I can't co-sign what you're saying.
I don't think
but
he's
I'm not
great.
mad
I
at
don't
you.
know if he's greater.
He's
than
not
Magic.
greater.
He's not greater than
Yeah,
He's
but-
not greater.
Better.
He's 100% better than
Hey,
that.
he might be better than Kobe.
Shut up.
Hey,
If I start cursing on this podcast now,
gonna get him upset.
don't let me call
gonna
Jet.
lie
What?
You're gonna get him upset.
What was that?
You're gonna get him
I
upset.
ain't gonna lie to you.
What is that?
Steph can
Wait,
talk-
Magic is clear of Kobe.
Exactly.
Right?
This is what I'm trying to say. But people don't like they say names.
You don't think so?
Magic's better than Kobe.
That what?
At basketball.
Bro.
Don't make my eye twitch.
Bro, rest in peace, but yeah, man. There's got to be a real, like, bro, Steph Curry.
Kobe like top 5.
Crazy. Huh?
Kobe like top 5.
Of what? Lakers, maybe.
Yeah, top 5 Lakers for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Top 5 players from Philadelphia.
I'm gonna
Yes.
I'm gonna start spitting on the floor.
Him, Will
in
Smith.
disgust. Don't let me
Mikal Bridges.
Kevin Hart. This guy's got.
don't let me call
Kyle
Jeff.
Lowry.
Don't let me call Jeff.
Yeah, Steph Curry is a top 10 player all time. At the very worst.
Probably,
in my opinion.
At best.
At the very worst.
I don't even want to hate because he's just rubbishing my favorite guys.
If Steph wins another championship and another Finals MVP, he's top 5.
I don't even care
Yeah,
about the accolades.
facts. I hate to say it.
I don't care about the championships. Like that don't make you a player.
True.
Right.
I like that. Very, very.
But
smart, true.
I agree.
it's what
But the
people-
Yeah, and Kobe's better than Steph at basketball.
the championships-
That's the case without the championship.
No, but he's not.
But he is.
Oh, boy.
Yes, he is.
is he?
Yes, he is.
In what regard?
Better defender, by a mile.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then skill wise, without just chucking threes. I hate to whittle it down to
Chucking
chucking.
threes.
I hate to whittle it down to that. But pure game,
Steph is like 4 inches shorter and more efficient from everywhere on the
Everywhere.
court.
footwork, everything. It don't matter.
More efficient at the rim. He's more efficient in the mid range. He's more efficient from free. More efficient at the
Yeah,
line.
but it's easy these days. You,
And he's
you can
better-
moonwalk
wait,
to the hoop these days.
Wait. He's better at defending by a mile, Kobe.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
that's
Steph is
not-
better at shooting threes by a country, man.
Yeah, and okay.
And then he's better at mid-range.
Steph's got a better handle.
better
he's a
handle by.
better finisher.
I don't know. I
Oh,
don't
Kobe's
know.
got dunks.
Kobe got better footwork.
by far. That's a
mentality.
big thing.
Yeah.
Massive
Mentality.
thing.
He knew where the he, IQ. I'll give Kobe.
He's just better.
I feel like
Steph might be a better playmaker.
No, this is
Kobe shot the ball so much. Like Steph doesn't have to shoot the ball that much.
yeah.
To be fair.
That's a different era. That's fine.
Such a high clip,
I don't care. It's a different era. Let's not rubbish our guys
Man
now.
was giving you 35 on like,
bro. People
that,
sleep on.
bro, like.
Those are Ross numbers. Remember who you're rubbishing.
No,
No.
better than Steph or Kobe. Like I'm not.
Nah, Kobe's better than Steph.
My one thing with NBA, right, is we're the one sport that really don't like to go with recency bias.
No,
If it's
that's
the
the one
olden
sport that
days,
does.
you
They
don't-
rubbish the old days
No.
all the time.
If it's the olden days, you don't
No,
play with people's
this
rankings.
NBA is what rubbish it. They rubbish
If
the
you
old
go for-
days
if you-
all the
Alright,
time.
okay, I put it this. If you go for your top 10
Kobe ain't
players
even the
all
old
time-
days. He was
Okay.
alive in 2018.
Okay. If you go for your top 10 players all time, I can guarantee at least 6 of them will be in the 90s.
Yeah, because they won't bet anyone better than them.
You don't want to hear my top 10 when you see Anthony Edwards in there.
But
Like-
well and truly,
Bro, like it's one of them ones. How many
old men like Wilton that aren't supposed to be in mine, but people are
Bill,
absolutely.
when I see Bill Russell in man's top 10,
I don't believe none of that, bro.
I'm like,
And when he found out he was a swirler too,
Wilt Chamberlain
put right down.
He scored 100.
put Bismack Biyombo back in them days. Let's see what Bismack would be doing to them, man.
Aye.
You know?
Pascal Siakam might average 50 in that era.
They would have burnt Kyrie at the stake calling him a witch.
Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain was Mr. Bitches though, so you can't-
I feel like Wilt Chamberlain's one of the few guys from back then that would have been sick in every era.
Potentially.
He might have been a different player in this era, but he still would have been like.
There's people that just transcend errors.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Potentially. I didn't really watch too much. I saw one video on...
I can't name 3 centers that are better. I can't name any center. Like maybe
There's guys like Kevin Garnett that will be much better now than he was in it, and he was all time great in his era. But if Kevin Garnett played now, oh my
If you put
goodness,
Hakeem playing now,
Yep.
because if KG played now, he'd be shooting 4 or 5 extra threes per game. It'll be like his mid range
Are they
game was
going
all,
in?
his mid range. What?
Are they going in?
if you put Hakeem in this game right now, he's giving you 27 and 15.
Yeah, because Hakeem was like a tough shot maker. That's why he was so good in the playoffs. Like Hakeem wasn't that big. That's
And
what people.
footwork.
That's what people don't realize. He wasn't that big, so he was getting it cracking in the mid range, dream shake, footwork.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
Some man just transcend errors, but I don't think Steph is better than Kobe, unfortunately.
All right, so we're agreeing with top 10. For
Yeah,
guys.
At worst.
Yeah, calm.
Jesus Christ, we spent bare time on that question.
Yeah, I know.
It makes me sick. Do you know what it is? I really appreciate stuff. I just hate stands of all players.
Yeah, his stands.
Stands are
I hate his
nastiest.
stands. LeBron stands are nasty.
I just hate all of them.
Great.
Yeah,
you
bro.
know.
Nasty,
LeBron stands are
nasty,
but
nasty.
I don't know who has the best stands. I feel like Russ might have the best stands.
Word up.
Yeah.
What's the
That
realest,
is
bro?
absolute cap.
What the realest,
I feel
bro?
like Russ has the best
because
stands.
every
No,
single
not even on a bias thing.
bro, every offseason, yet another player or coach will say how much he's changed their team or how much of a great guy he is.
That's
or,
not even a stand. That's more of a Russ thing, to be honest. But I feel like
just the best, bro.
every stand base is annoying. But I feel like Russ is like the least annoying.
It's just real N words incorporated, bro.
I feel like Steph's stand base is disgusting.
Disgusting. Because they
LeBron's-
all started watching basketball in 2017.
LeBron's is disgraceful. Oh my
That's
God.
cap. LeBron's fan base is great.
Michael Jordan's are all
The
bold and
Michael
cokeheads.
Jordan's on.
Jordan stands are the worst.
Because all of them are like, most of them are like 19 as well.
Word.
Never seen,
Or they're like Bruce. Oi,
A damn thing.
do you remember Bruce Blitz?
huh?
Do you remember Bruce Blitz? The Jordan stand. Oh, that was the craziest cokehead on the planet.
Oh,
One
my.
bold American guy. Which he used to do videos of my guy Greg, Swish NBA. Oh, no.
All right, wait. Let's give another question. Well, old fan Ducks and Quacks. Stay in the season and saying
Steiner.
Scott Steiner.
season.
Steiner
I
season.
don't know if it's about Big Papa Pump, but I hope it is.
when
it has
is
to
the
be.
courtside fracas king of the court happening? There's
As soon as I fix my ACL.
What does that mean?
like you play 1-on-1 and then the winner stays on basically.
Well, as soon as I fix my ACL.
Yeah.
I need to run the marathon first, and
I
I'll do
ain't
that.
fixing anytime soon.
I'm doing a marathon. I'll be back.
UK Nets fan. Shout out UK Nets fans.
Shout out
Great
UK
page
Nets
follow.
fans.
They said, "How about them Nets? Nobody cares."
Nah, this is the first time they've asked a question in forever.
What are we supposed to be like?
About them.
How about them? I don't.
I mean-
not even on a rude tip.
I mean, Mikal
What are we supposed to be talking about?
Is a great podcast guest.
Hey, his podcast guest, his appearance was really cool.
Yeah, he's a good
Yeah.
podcast guest.
Hey, Jeff Teague's podcast is
Hey,
the funniest. I know you're
Jeff,
talking about that.
Jeff Teague's been having me right.
The funniest man on the planet.
Oh.
Him and Vince Staples needs to get on the pod.
That's Jordan's legend.
Jeff T, happy right. Yeah.
What? What? Oh gosh, we used to be a nation.
Nah,
We're
man.
losing recipes, man.
That ain't it, yo.
Society.
It used to be a society.
That ain't it, yo.
Oh, on Elon Musk X. That's crazy.
Shout out. Here's a good question. Jimmy Kitchens, your candidates for most improved player.
For this next year,
Coming up next season.
Coming up.
Good question.
I need Jeff T.
Mikal Bridges could be up there.
Yeah, facts.
Okay.
Because he's giving you 26 a game this year.
Kyle Kuzma.
Jordan Poole.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be shameless and put Jordan Poole in that bracket.
Yeah, because he had a bad season this year. So if he has an upturn next season, he could be up there.
Who else? I'm trying to think of people. Austin Reeves.
Nah, I don't think he should be eligible for that.
Why not? He could go
He's in his third. What is he not in his third year? Like,
Jalen Green.
I feel like third year players shouldn't win that award, but he could be.
Is there a year minimum?
It's the
for
most
him to win
improved
it?
player. That's fine, man.
I feel like most improved should be for guys that's been in the league for a while and have been pretty all right, then become really good.
Okay.
They lost him.
Like say if you're like in your third year and you average 12, then your fourth year you average like 26 and make the All-Star game. Like I think that's like Jalen Green in the second year averaged 20. If he averages 24
No, I think
in
he
his
averaged
third
22,
year,
you know.
I think
he averaged 22.
I think he averaged
Ain't Kyle
22.
Kuzma in like his 6th year or
Yeah,
something?
Kyle
like
Kuzma's
that?
been in the league since 2017.
Oh, yeah. I ain't giving Jalen Green.
You got it last year with Lowry, right?
Larry Markkinen, yeah.
Rightfully so. I hear
That's a perfect most improved player because he came as a highly touted draft pick, was underwhelming for pretty much every season of his career, then had a breakout All-Star year. Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah. Jalen Green averaged 22 points. That's a nasty 22 though.
What was it like 41%?
Yeah. 41 to 33 and 78 from the line.
I'm trying to think. Who is in a good scenario to get that award right now? Lonzo Ball would have been a candidate if he wasn't retired.
Shout out Alonzo Ball.
shout out
man.
Alonzo
I want to see you play.
We had a good run.
Generational
I want to
wealth.
see.
That year at UCLA was special.
Special. Hey, but we're on LaMelo now.
Congratulations on the retirement.
Yeah, LaMelo got paid. At least you made 100 mil.
I don't know. I think who's the first person I said? Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
I think he's probably the best option.
You know
because
who's
he's gonna go
Have
crazy.
a good year. Giddy.
Josh Giddey.
Yeah, I think he'll have good. I don't think he'll be. I don't
I'm
think he'll be
surprised
eligible
Shea
for that.
didn't get a shout, but obviously he's too early in his career, and obviously he went to the moon.
Though.
Yeah, he went crazy. That's. Would
really-
Cade Cunningham be eligible for that?
No, it's too early.
He didn't play as well last year, really.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards is how many years in? 3?
Anthony, he was an All-Star last year. He ain't gonna get
For
more.
160 M's, it better be Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant is a candidate.
It better be you.
Yeah, bro, you better give us 25.
Yeah, but I don't know. I want to be cheap and just say Mikal Bridges.
I'm going with Jaden.
I feel like Jalen Brunson was a candidate last year.
Yeah,
I don't know because he was so good last year if he'll winning it. I think RJ Barrett could win it
Oh, I got one.
if he has a good season. I don't know if he will though.
Let me see what the stats are saying quickly. 1 second. Because they usually do this by stats.
what's a good season for RJ Barrett? If you don't come out the change room with oxtail stains on his jersey. Come on, dog. No, I didn't. RJ be hooping, man. Oh.
So when I said Green, he averaged 22 points a year. What if DeJounte averages about 25, 26?
Didn't DeJounte already win it? Did he win it that year? He made the All-Star game.
I don't think he got most improved.
He's had accolades, but he's not had that.
Maybe I made that up then.
He could have. I don't know.
I feel like DeJounte,
All
if he has
defensive, and he was an all-star last year.
but he didn't win most improved.
No,
Okay, cool. Yeah, he could be a candidate then. Why not?
20. Yeah, if he gives us 25 a year.
Yeah, if he goes from 20 to 25,
Shout out Atlanta Hawks. Go on, Jordan.
Boo.
that contract they gave him is not even. He's like what 28 million, 30 million.
Light contracts.
I think he could be in for that. Yeah, that's a good question. All right.
John Collins. Where did John Collins get traded to?
I don't know. Azkaban.
Cares.
They sent that guy to the moon.
cares?
No, I was a John Collins fan. When I saw that first season, I said, "Oh,
He look that. No, it's the second season when he
Second season
started
went crazy.
When he started
Yeah.
shooting threes.
They
shooting
started putting
threes.
Embiid in
Yeah.
a chokehold and put on a t-shirt.
Yeah, bro.
I
When
like that.
the first season he was catching lobs, the second season he started putting up threes. I was like, wait a minute,
And then
we
he
might
waited-
have something here.
Whereas-
Waited a year.
And then
he just
was-
continued to get worse.
He created. He's 25 now. Oh, bro.
Alright,
Who did he get traded to?
I'm so sorry. You got sent to Azkaban, bro.
All right, so Ron
You got
Stinkus
sent to flipping. What's
gave
it
us a
called?
free piece.
Mormon country.
No way.
Really?
Oh no, that's
They
horrible.
ain't seen that many tattoos out there.
That's horrible.
No, so Ron Stinkus gave us a free piece. I'll ask two at the same time. So, are you planning on watching the World Cup? And what are your thoughts on Dennis Schroeder kicking out Maxi Kleber from the Germany team?
Would you eat what?
My answer is I'm gonna watch the World Cup.
Yeah.
I don't really know about the Germany team thing.
So I saw the question and I tried to like look it up because I didn't know what was going on. But apparently, I don't know which way around it is. But apparently, Dennis Schroeder made some comments
Sorry.
towards Maxi Kleber.
Maxi Kleber skipped a Eurobasket game, and Dennis Schroeder was like, "You don't have a game. What the hell are you doing? Like, who used to say you're skipping the game to skip the game for Germany?" And then he apologized for making.
Oh, so but and then Max Kleber dropped out of the whole like World Cup.
Oh, bullying.
There we go. He withdrew. He was originally planning to represent them before comments from Dennis Schroeder made him feel uncomfortable about staying with the team. On the Got Next podcast, stating that Kleber opted not to participate with the men's national team last summer.
Oh, so this is about last year.
There we go. So last year, he said Kleber didn't opt to work out with the team because he wanted to work on his game, which is fair. While doing so, Schroeder also took a shot at Kleber for not having a game. You know, these Germans and their broken English. He said, "You don't have a game." He just said, "Nigga, you ain't shit."
So what's Dennis Schroeder's angle? He's like, this guy's trying to work on his game. He's trying to say, what's the point in that?
Yeah,
You're gonna-
here we go. Here's the quote.
That's a weird thing to say.
If he says I will sign my contract this summer and I want to be with the team so that I can even earn more money, then I understand this. But if you say to Gordon, Herbert and Maxi and I want to train ball handling and work on my game in the summer, then sorry Maxi, but you don't have a game. He's basically saying, bro, if you're staying at home, you're not good anyway.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, and for me it's like Maxi working on your game. You can't play in the national team for that. That bothered me a little bit, to be honest.
All right. It's like,
Dennis Schroeder's a weird one anyway.
yeah, it's Dennis Schroeder. I ain't. His last question was,
And then he was also injured, so he couldn't participate last year anyway. And so Schroeder had to apologise.
Germans.
Word.
So
We have any Germans fan, nothing against you though, just Schroeder, innit?
Ron Stingus' last question to us was, at what point do rings stop mattering in a player's career, if they matter at all to you?
Once to start getting more than two.
Once you become one of the best players in the league.
Yeah.
So like right now, Luka Doncic is one of the best players in the league. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
So he should be in contention to win rings. Would you agree?
No,
There's 30 teams. It's unlikely. It's a lot.
Dallas have never done good business around him.
Okay,
Same thing I say for Dame.
but I feel like rings matter for Dame. Does it not?
No, that guy's a whole...
I think he wants to compete.
So why does he want to get traded?
No. I think competing matters, as in like being at least around that circle. I don't think actually
Being a contender for a ring.
being a
competitive.
contender. Yeah, you're getting bounced out on watching the off season.
But I feel like if you're a top 10 player in the league, then you should be competing for rings.
Agreed.
I don't think there's ever been a time when all top 10 players were competing for rings.
But that's not the question that's being asked. It's like when should rings matter for a player?
I
when,
think
when you're a top 10 player in the league, you should be thinking about winning a ring.
Agreed, because you're 10 of 300 people. Like
Yeah.
you're a job that's secured every.
The reason why people think you're one of the top 10 players in the league is because you
because no one else can do what you do.
exactly. Has there ever been a top 10 player in the league that was like winning like 20 games a season?
No.
Don't they call those guys stat padders?
It's in a riot.
Yeah.
For me, they obviously, like you said, I think top 10. But it needs to be.
I feel like great basketball players elevate teams.
Yeah, because it's one of those
Right.
sports. Because there's obviously 5 men on each side. Although it's a team game,
Yeah.
one man can literally change your destiny.
What like even a role player could change their destiny.
So for me, top 10.
So a top 10 player should be able to should be competing.
And also rings in your career on top of that as well. For me, they don't really start making you a better player.
Yeah, that's a different
Until you've won, maybe.
that's a different discussion. Whether winning a ring or not doesn't invalidate you being a good player. But the question is, when should rings so right now rings should not matter to flipping Cade Cunningham. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's get better at basketball.
Like rings don't matter right now to Anthony Edwards. You know what I mean? He's 21 years old. You know what I mean?
Should they matter to Paul George?
100%.
He's a top 10 player.
He's at the twilight of his career though, and he's been a star player.
He's not a top 10 player. Well, he's been a top 10 player throughout his prime. Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
Right now, injuries are kind of starting to creep up. So, and other guys are starting to elevate past
And
him.
also, he's done the thing of saying, I'm not what I used to be. So
When Paul went in 2018,
18.
he was a top 10 player in the league.
Yeah, when he was the MVP candidate.
Yeah,
Him and Ross.
100%.
Okay.
He was top 5 and everything.
He was right up there.
It's one of my favourite versions of Paul George.
So when would you say rings should matter for a player?
I think like 5-6 years into their career after that, because you know you're
think
established.
When you come into the league, you're a top rookie team, you become an all-star, you become an all-NBA player.
I think it's when you're in the position to do it.
After you've exhausted all your options.
It's like for me, like we were saying, like Luka. If he's saying that, next year I have to win the ring, but like, bro, your team might just not be good enough.
Yeah, but
And
you know, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you have to win a ring. I'm saying
To sort of matter, like caring about it.
being a championship contender should matter to you when you're that good.
I think after like Luka's entering his 5th year.
Yeah,
Now it's time. Yeah, like 5-6 years in, he's been
Okay.
all NBA first team
So
for
then
4 years now.
I feel like he's all NBA first team every year.
Okay, I'm gonna two-part this
Five-
question then.
five, yeah.
I'm gonna ask you like this. So then, let's say it now started mattering. Let's say you're Luka, right? You are a top 10 player in the league. Like, let's not cap. Luka's a top 10 player. Rings now matter, bro. He's
fantastic. Yeah.
Rings now start mattering, right? Your contract's ending. Do you re-sign with the Mavericks?
No.
Because
If you want to win and the Mavericks ain't put a team around you to win, no.
so then like, let's say Luke now goes to who needs more of a point guard, Clippers, right? Oh my God, he teamed up with Paul George and Kawhi. Look at what he's like. That's the kind of media that you're gonna get.
The times are
You don't have to
strange,
go to the
though, 'cause
Clippers.
But then you sit there and say, I want to win a ring.
Have to go to the Clippers. You can go to the Knicks.
Because
No, but yeah,
there's two sides to that.
Play with RJ Barrett.
Unfortunately,
He
the
just
players-
Oxtail stays on his tees. Like, brother, I'm playing.
unfortunately, the people who push that narrative, unfortunately, are, I hate to say it, man who didn't play. Because when you talk to KG, your guy, he said he was sad. He was not sad. Obviously, he made it in the end. He went to the Celtics. He said he regretted it slightly, maybe not leaving earlier, because that wasn't the norm. You stayed and you tried to battle out with your team, but he said he regretted not leaving earlier and competing earlier for potentially more rings. He's happy he got
Bro,
one.
I'm telling you, KG was winning 50 games a season with the Timberwolves and getting first rounded every year, except for 2004. I'm telling you, he was devastated every year.
Of course.
And he was a top 5 player
He's
in the
crazy.
league. He was if you look at some of the rosters, KG was getting to 50 wins. You'll be like, this is a guy that should not be getting first rounded. He should be competing.
But that's why we know KG for KG. Like, he's a killer for that, right? Like, cool. But then no one actually shames KG for the move to the Celtics. Like, cool. However, there is the whole discussion of like even like a KD to the Warriors. He cared about getting rings. He cared
but
about
that was
playing
some
basketball.
bullshit. That was some bullshit though, because you could.
Yeah, I mean,
one up.
the reason why people are angry at KD is because the team he was on, he could have won a ring with that
He
team.
would have.
He should have won. He should have won a ring
Should have
with
won
that
it
team.
that year.
The year.
They got bounced after being 3-1.
2015
OKC were the best team in the playoffs. OKC were the best team in the playoffs that year.
or 2016.
100%.
Yeah, cool.
They
Still getting boxed.
they smoked Dallas. How much games did San Antonio win that year? Like 67 games.
Gave 'em 4.
Smoked San Antonio.
Still these
And at a 73 win team, they had them down 3-1.
And they
Is that
still
does
lose to the
not
Cavs.
does not would they have lost to the Cavs?
They could have. I think so.
I don't think so.
Of course they could have. They had LeBron James and Kyrie. They could have, but
I think
they was a better team than the Cavs.
I think they were smoking.
They was better defensively.
I think they were gonna cook them man up.
Wait, I guess we'll never know.
Yeah. But the reason why people are angry at KD is because the next year, if KD re-signed with OKC,
They ran it back.
they would have
They
they would have signed Al Horford
He was ready to go there.
and they drafted for Oladipo. So it would have been Russ, Oladipo, KD, Al
like having
Horford,
James
Steven
Harden
Adams.
light back.
Does that not sound like a championship team?
It sounds good, but I could just go here and win it guaranteed.
That's why people are upset, because he never
the
cheated.
potential of it with Billy Donovan and all that, bruh, you know?
He never cheated. He just took the whole way out.
Yeah.
It's like all right, listen, me and you could have a fight right now, yeah? I could win, you could win. If I say Canyon, jump in and go on my side and we thump you up, I beat you up. But like,
it don't really count though.
I was.
no one's gonna rate me. No one's gonna rate me.
It's like
for
saying
that.
we're having a fist fight and you bring a burner. It's like, come on,
And I
bro.
shoot you. Like,
Yeah, no, but I'm waiting
no
for
one's gonna
Jordan
rate
to
me for
jump
that.
in. That's what you're saying. I should have waited for Jordan to jump in so that I could be a 2v2. Now I'm just gonna go here. They beat us up. I'll go there too.
Nah, bro.
But no one's gonna. If me and you's beefing and we're having a fight, and rah, and you're getting the better of me, and then instead of me fight back and get the better of you, I get Canyon to jump in and we dump you up. No one's gonna rate me for that.
It's different circumstances.
It's not because he lost. He lost.
And because he chose. It's not like football where there's transfer fees involved. Man chose to go there on a free and said, listen, I'm going here.
He could have gone to the Wizards and teamed up with John Wall and Bradley Beal. His home.
Man went to the 73-9 team who lost on a technicality.
Build up a team that's never been to the finals or what.
Build up a team that you don't know if it's gonna work, bro.
It's the easy
But you're
way
Kevin
out.
Durant. Are you great or are you not?
Yeah, I'm great.
So you can't win with John Wall and Bradley Beal.
Or I can go there and outshine Steph and win my Finals MVP.
They don't rate him, man.
But no one rate. Even the Warriors fans don't rate him.
They can't stand him.
There's no one on any side of anywhere that rates KD for
Ratings, no ratings. I've won a ring. All I cared about was getting a ring.
See, now you're saying...
So rings are pointless then.
Man, see,
No, but you said
Because I'm sure
they-
rings. Because I'm sure the point of a ring is to elevate your legacy.
No, but he,
so if no one
he
rates
cared
the
about
rings,
winning
then
the
what was
ring,
the
so
point?
he won it though. He cared about winning the ring, so he won it. That's what he
his
done.
legacy's taken.
So, but no one rates him higher for winning them rings.
But you
They
can't
don't.
doubt him as much.
They definitely do.
But you can't doubt him as much. You can't doubt him by saying he ain't won a ring.
They
You
do.
can't talk to him
Oh
like
my
he's
god,
Melo
no
or
one,
CP.
bro. I'm sorry, bro. Them
But they
rings-
say he won it by cheating.
You put them rings on a diamond tester.
Hey, what?
They're gonna say Lombardi. They're gonna say it's a win with a Finals MVP as well.
Since then, they're saying you
If
can't do
that's
it
the
without.
case, then
You
winning
can't do it without
if that's
Steph.
the
Both
case, then
sides.
if that's the case, then winning a ring don't matter, then, bro. I'm telling you, winning a ring should not elevate your legacy. If you could just,
Oh, so it only matters when you do it the hard way.
No.
yes, winning it the hard way is better than winning it.
Winning it is winning it.
No, it's not, bro.
Oh, okay.
Some rings matter more than other rings.
Winning
bro.
it is winning it.
Let's not cap.
Yeah,
let's not cap.
Leicester winning the
Let's
Prem
not
is very
cap.
different than Man City winning it
Every
seven
single
years in a
year.
row.
Winning
If,
is winning.
if Newcastle won the Prem next year, it would be a more impressive than Man
that's the
City
best
winning
team
it
ever.
again.
Winning it is winning it.
No, it's not, bro. That's not how. That's not how.
When you
sport
look at the
works.
piece of paper, it says he's a 2-time MVP champion.
That's not. But the people that was there,
We'll tell you.
that they weren't rating it.
If you look at the piece of
Tell
paper,
you them
it says
joints
that he's
ain't
a 2-time
valid.
MVP champion.
Nah.
Winning it is winning it. At
You
the
take
end
your
of the day.
Telenuevo rings out of him.
Oh, you know what? I forgot that they put a story when you click the notes on Wikipedia. It
Of
says,
course,
yeah, he
of
won it
course
for
they
this.
do. Of
They
course they
Nah,
do.
man.
If you go on Wikipedia for every NBA finals, they tell you the story of the finals.
Yeah, and it's gonna say that KD slapped.
Oh my god, he beat Kyle Korver and Tristan Thompson.
But they'll say to Steph.
the most stacked
But they'll
team
say
ever.
Steph is top
No
10
one
and
cares.
KD's not. But wasn't
No
KD
one
on them
cares.
team?
The ring that the ring that Steph won in 2022 is
That was hard.
a win for win. The ring that Steph won in 2022 that elevated his legacy way more than any of KD's rings.
Facts.
Was it better than the 2015?
Yeah.
Of course,
You got Finals MVP.
no one rates that ring either.
No one cares. He said,
No one rates that
nigga,
ring.
they were playing against me, you, and LeBron.
Let's stop pretending all rings are rated equally.
That 2015 ring
disingenuous.
was nice and all, but everyone was like, brother, you're playing against a YMCA Cavs team,
Matthew
LeBron.
Dellavedova.
bro.
I bet.
Ain't that guy like a
Mov
PE teacher now?
This is gonna be enough. We're gonna have to do this. The depth of a ring for another pod. Watch, Carl. I think we're finished for time here. But I bet if that's what you're saying. But winning is winning it.
All rings are not equal.
Cool.
I get winning is winning, but all rings are not equal.
I'm not a big person of ring culture. I'm just saying, innit? So for,
Yeah,
for
neither
the
am I,
question
but-
that was asked, I don't really care.
All rings.
Well, if that's the case, then let's stop pretending rings matter in general. Then, like,
I don't
if
think
winning
it
it
matters
is
much
winning
as
it.
people make them out to be.
Yeah, like
They're a team accomplishment at the end of the day.
exactly. So if you have the most stacked team, it's not as impressive.
But you want it. But Kay, do you want to sign us off?
yeah, we're out of here, man. So before I do that, I'll be remiss to point out the fact that we do have social media at Courtside Fracas on Instagram, at Courtside Fracas on Twitter, at Courtside_Fracas on TikTok, and yep, YouTube as well. And I've not forgotten whoever stole our TikTok at your mother's a size 17 foot. So yeah,
No,
hold
big
that.
feet, sorry.
don't know what big feet, yeah, but again, I thought it's big. So yeah,
Oh,
with that, I bid you lot adieu, and
Take
we're out of
that,
here, man.
Shaq.
Yeah.
Both of them. Love.